All right, guys. So this is the tutorial on how to use the Chicago Agent title app. This is just in case you're working with some buyers, they want a net sheet, they want to see how much they're going to have to bring to the closing table, or if you get some sellers, you're doing a market analysis and doing a listing presentation, and you need to show them how much they're going to walk away with, or how much they're going to have to pay at the closing table. So, just real quick, it's real simple. Just I want to show you on the phone and um, on the MacBook to show you how easy this is. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. So on your iPhone, you will go to um, iTunes, on your iPad as well. Look for Chicago Agent, and this bad boy will pop up. Push open or download onto whatever device you're working with, and basically you just type whatever tab you're working with. So if you're working with a buyer, push buyers, sellers, whatever. You get the picture. Okay. If you are on your computer, you can actually download the iPad app for your MacBook, and so you can use it if you're pulling your presentation in front of the client on your computer. You can use it on there as well. So the password or the username is info@houston.com, and the password is, you know what it is. Just ask me later. Okay. Log in. All right, so it's almost the same screen. It's basically identical. Okay, so we're going to pretend that we're working with the seller. Okay, we got a listing presentation, um, and they want to see what they're walking home with. The buyers are very easy. We'll walk over that on a separate time, but this is for sellers. So you'll click over here on Net Sheet, and just, you're going over the scenarios. If it's an FHA, if it's conventional VA, you have all these options over here that you can use for the client. We're just going to go with conventional for now. Okay, so we're going to say our list price is $250,000. Okay, there's a broker fee. We always ask for 6% because we want to get paid for our work. Um, we are going to just assume that somebody's going to come in here and ask us for, say, $5,000 in repairs. And, it's a buyer's market, so the seller went ahead and took advantage and just said yes. Then you're going to come down to miscellaneous. We're going to say yes. They wanted a $400 um, uh, survey. They wanted us to pay for the appraisal. So, altogether $1,000, extra my seller's going to have to pay. Property taxes, we live in Sienna Plantation, so that's going to be about 3.10. It's an estimate, so don't hold me to it. 3.10. All right, then we go down to loan balance. We're going to say, you know what, this guy actually took out an arm and he owes $220,000 still. Okay, interest rate 5.25. That sounds about right. And we're going to assume that we're closing in 30 days or a little bit longer. So we're going to say October 10th is our close date. Okay, so that's all set in here. Come over here, and if you have other options, you can come over here and put all these different things in here, title, escrow, all that stuff. It's already pre-calculated, so it's got defaults. The defaults should work. Come over to compute, and this is what he's going to have to bring to the closing table. He's going to have to bring $7,000 to the closing table, and that includes closing costs for the seller. How much they owe, property tax from the day that we go under, from the beginning of the year to the day that we close. That's going to be the property tax close. So we'll come over here if we want to push closing costs. It'll break it down even more in detail, and then you can go over, this is what it costs to sell a house. We can talk about conversations regarding listing and pricing it right, but this is just a simple explanation of how to use the app. It's a very good app. Think something that you should have on you at all the time, so that if somebody asks you a question about net proceeds or closing costs, you'll be able to answer this right away. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.